Hi there, and welcome to Apple World. Blueface and Lil Baby have made an odd entry into the spotlight, and not one you would anticipate from the two major industry names. Yet the thing precisely am I suggesting great in a new post by Blueface. He apparently goes after Lil Baby on his new Melody Child Mom show. Yet what all began this rap hamburger, and for what reason is Blueface going after Lil Baby? How you let one more developed man well. These shots were as a match. Terra fact, not irregular at all. The two major industry rappers have been beefing over the web for a long while, yet started up more hamburgers with each other when Lil Baby released a piece of his tune on Instagram, apparently going after Blueface, and still, at the end of the day, this rap hamburger has been continuing longer than that when Lil Baby had visit logs spilled with Blueface's now discharged rock, while the talks between Lil Baby and Krishan are up right in front of us today. That isn't the beginning of Blueface's desire. Everything began after an image of Lil Baby and Krishan from the Super Bowl party became a web sensation. Blueface and Rock went on an Instagram live meeting where Blueface examined her regarding the image. "I think you've been letting two-man rap be right in front of you." Blueface expressed this as he examined Rock concerning the viral picture. Rock proceeded to say that she doesn't converse with numerous rappers yet. She knew precisely exact thing he was attempting to discuss. She told Blueface that she realized he was attempting to discuss the photograph of herself and little child that turned into a web sensation on Twitter before Blueface could say much else. Crude immediately added that they were discussing Blueface and work. Blueface didn't appear to accept her, so he proceeded to ask her what they were talking about. Rock answered by saying that Lil Baby got some information about Rock, went on to say that she doesn't talk to many rappers, but she knew exactly what he was attempting to discuss. She told Blueface that she realized he was attempting to discuss the photograph of herself and a small child that became a web sensation on Twitter before Blueface could say much else. Crude. She immediately added that they were discussing Blueface and work. Blueface didn't appear to accept her, so he proceeded to ask her what they were talking about. And she let him know that them was her Blueface director. Face saying answered, "Presently, I'm that chief." The two seemed to snicker about, although Rock proceeded to console him that he was as yet her man. Was not moved by her consolation. Blueface Lil Baby told her that she has such a lot of potential and could proceed to be something, assuming she steps greater up. Guaranteed that it was a strengthening discussion. Proceeded to guarantee that the image that became a web sensation seemed to Blueface little child needed more than just be that a strengthening. Proceeded to say that Lil Baby was all up right in front of her like he needed to get sexual with her, and he continued to kid about Lil Baby getting sexual with him as well, since the tattoo of his face is enjoying the good life on her neck. Blueface said, "Face is all your I'm squarely in your over." Rock, who appeared to be awkward with the way that Blueface was making such jokes, proceeded to advise him to relax while everything appeared chill and amicable in the live video. It before long turned pretty chaotic several days after when Blueface released Rock's instant messages with little child. It worked out that little child accomplished something beyond have a strengthening discussion with Rock at the Super Bowl after party. Clearly her and Lil Baby traded contacts at the party, and when the I've meeting among her and Blueface went viral, Lil Baby needed to message her about it. In the spilled message between the two, Lil Baby composed white individuals, saying I was in Udom while you ain't let them, well their sibling, while Blueface didn't appear to that way. Little child was calling himself his young lady's older sibling in her DMS, so he chose to release the visits and go on a tirade on Twitter. He subtitled it saying, "Had my once discuss an elder sibling to me, reality would never be a diss." It didn't end there. He proceeded to undermine little child and let him know he'd send his gangsters in the event that he came to his domain without really looking at it. I run this on Be Distraught. Assuming you need to post my messages. I'm draining anything get through my area without checking in. Welcome to death row, he went on in various different tweets. You and her DMSI. I'm in this telephone on Psy Sepulture. Anything that makes rock blast, I'm supportive of it, regardless of whether I must look terrible. Obviously, Blueface confronted reaction as individuals called him out for going through Rock's telephone, and Blueface proceeded to shield himself. In a progression of tweets, he composed, I ain't carrying her to the top for you to play counterfeit older sibling a phony like you need to work for an image or some we should carry on with work, or on the other hand, move around. It's exceptionally basic. I put resources into this quite a while in the past. You need to work with Rock. Call blew up. Alright, I'm draining you amateurishly every time Blueface answered by guaranteeing that he didn't need to go through Rock's telephone since she gave Little Child his number rather than hers at the get-together. It worked out that while Little Child had been messaging Blueface thinking it was Rock. Neck. Composed on Twitter, ain't even need to go through the Blueface Rock gave does my telephone. He'd been messaging me the entire time mean has anyway kept quiet freely since number because, and Little Child chose to place his name in their Blueface, yet one individual who couldn't keep himself out of several issues is rap blogger DJ Rock, any individual who is familiar with the connection business, and DJ Scholastics. Now realizes that a K can't bear bluing and he never avoids an opportunity to call out between Blueface carved out the ideal opportunity, while DJ Scholastics would ordinarily call out Blueface. He closed by Rock and such a Scholastics DJ Blueface shocked everybody in this circumstance. Scholastics remained by Rock and asked misunderstanding. Not to disturb her profession in light of his Scholastics Blueface wrote in envy. He may simply end this and say the undeniable your is the tweet. Assume your part let ally and quit detesting her. No one is attempting award. Her, they are just around her like they were around you when you were hot for cloud play. The foundation can be seen, not knowing as in course. Blueface got the tag and had a fast reaction for DJ Scholastics. Blueface said, "Here come the Scholastics clout pursuing to approach, been discussing me for some time now. Brother about the you ain't my child either. Get off my dick." Yet that reaction won't get DJ Scholastics off him. G-man. He had proceeded to list the number of top superstars, has kept from getting into Rock Scholastics Blueface actually a skeptic for his young life. Blueface is young lady. Who sucks at music yet you're at any lady, gets followed by attempts rate. Promptly Drake, and who he's captivated by disdains. Rick Ross takes a, says you. Pissed his little picture. Gives her his, you child. He uncover number. You say you need a messages. Blueface answered DJ Scholastics guaranteeing that he was making an effort not to stop her profession or control her. He wrote in a progression of tweets. I would rather not control her. I need to control the business. It's called administration. Come simply night to work with Tupac. It's exceptionally basic. Death Row Records, DJ Scholastics proceeded to tell Blueface that he had trust, despite the fact that Rock has gone to some lengths to show him that she cherishes him. Brother, you're a debilitated canine. She inked your name and face multiple times, as your issue is with her faithfulness. So you must move toward really looking at the fellows in the event that your issue is different men speaking with her in this industry. You'll have a drawn-out day of useful advice. Lay out some trust. Scholastics didn't stop there. He proceeded to ask what Blueface would do, assuming rappers like Future played with her. If Blueface was behaving like this when Rick Ross and Child hit up his young lady regulator. When Future hit her line, that man could take a Greyhound to Atlanta for that. I mean, we've all seen the Future images and we realize without a doubt that Blueface wouldn't have the option to deal with such intensity. DJ Scholastics finished his tweets by featuring how gravely Blueface has been despising through the years of late. Blueface has been attempting to make each man shocked by his young lady. That is the reason he uncovered that she laid down with 10 people somewhat recently. That is the reason he inquired as to why Lil Baby would need an innoeatery. Young lady and the reason he continually raises the reality that he's tatted all over her. He ruins associations with others. Imogen's loathing on his rock. Young he own, doubt things between the two have consistently had a difficult situation that has never appeared to subside between the lady. I know it too. Discussing a little child in his out. We're eatery. Child in his come I'm discussing a youngster own re-discussing me eating at someone cat. I won't manage this and afterward. I'm clarifying for this. I'm similar to you. You let everyone know that I arranged this without you when it was insane. The way in which it was 2 hours away. No one, please, without you. I didn't even plan to go in labor, brother. Like what you made it about little children, brother. This is that little child with little children apparently holding resentment against Blueface after the entire experience. He took to Instagram, dissing Blue in a spilled tune piece in a dated way. Blueface didn't allow this to go unaddressed as he jumped out with another melody. Subscribe Apple World for more videos.